Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's first project, you're going to need one of these reversible signs from the Dollar Tree and either a sanding block, or you can use the sandpaper, the individual sandpaper. And this particular sign has glitter on it. I believe they have another one that doesn't have glitter on it, but the one I picked up, of course, does have glitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand it off, and then I'm just going to do a light sand all over the surface of the sign because it is going to get painted completely. And I'm going to go ahead and remove the hanging sign or the hanging string that it came with. We won't be using that. This is Ceramic Coat White paint from Target, 99 cents there. And I'm gonna go ahead and paint most of the sign in white, and this is actually a priming coat. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any more of my videos. Please take a look around my channel. It seems like a place you want to be, some things you want to learn, some things you want to know. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload a new video. Now that that priming coat is dry, I am going to go in with celery chalk paint from Waverly. I picked this up from Walmart. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a coat of paint using a foam brush from the Dollar Tree. Now, I usually like these foam brushes, but these are a bit streaky when I paint. I don't know if it's just this particular package that I'm using. Later on, I do use a cosmetic wedge, and that really applied the paint better for me. Sometimes I have issues with these foam brushes, sometimes I don't. This time I did. This sign is kind of rustic anyway, but here I am using the cosmetic wedge, and you can see the difference in the application. Hopefully you can see the difference. So this is the second coat. I did let the first coat dry. It was the magic of editing that made it look like I went right in with the second coat, but I did let the first coat dry and then go in with this second coat using the cosmetic wedge. Don't forget to get the sides as well and the top and bottom of the sign. So there it is, all dry. So now we're going to work on the flippable part. And for the side that's going to be clean, I'm going to use the same white paint. And I only showed 2 coats, but I actually went in with 3 coats of this white acrylic paint. White chalk paint might work better. And then when that's dry, I'm going to go in with burnt umber from Ceramic Coat, again from Target, 99 cents. And using a cosmetic wedge, I'm going to paint this side of the sign for the dirty. These are wood letters that I got from Walmart. They were a great buy because you get 60 pieces. Oh gosh, I can't remember how much it cost, but it was in the crafting section. And from this one pack of letters, I got all of the words for this sign. So I thought that was pretty great. These are smaller than the Dollar Tree wood signs. The Dollar Tree wood letters would not fit the sign, but these wood letters from Walmart did fit really well. So if you're going to replicate this, or you just need wood signs that are a little smaller, Walmart has them. So I'm going to use Trail Tan to paint the words "the dishes are." And then using May's Waverly chalk paint, I'm going to paint the words for the letter clean. This is one of my favorite colors that Waverly makes. And for the dirty, I'm going to use hazelnut from Waverly as well. Now, while I was painting this with hazelnut, I noticed that it looked too similar to the trail tan of the words "the dishes are," and I kind of went back and forth about what I was going to do about it. I didn't want to just paint all of those letters completely over with a different color, and I really liked that tone of brown, so I decided to take the cosmetic wedge and dip the edge of it in the burnt umber and just dot it around the letters. And I'm going to dot all the letters of the words "the dishes are." And then using that same cosmetic wedge, I'm just going to smear that and give it a more distressed look. And I thought it made a difference so that there's a distinction between the paint on those letters and the paint on the word "dirty." So to cover up the holes, I'm going to use one of these jute strings. I picked this up from the 99-cent store, and I'm deciding which one to use, and those are the holes right there that I'm going to cover up with this jute string, and I am going to put it in place with some hot glue. And now I'm just going to place the letters where I want them to be, and using hot glue, I'm going to glue them down. Now, if you are a perfectionist, you can put a ruler down to help you keep the letters straight. You know, for this project, I didn't mind if the letters were a little crooked. You know, it wasn't going to change anything in my world if they weren't completely straight. But I do have friends who are like that. So if you are like that as well, then you just go ahead and put that ruler down. So I got these magnets from Walmart, and they do come with a sticky back. So I'm going to peel the backing off and use just a dot of hot glue and place that in the top two corners. Now, when I originally put this on my dishwasher, it did start to slide down a little bit, so I took two more of these same magnets and put them on the bottom corners, and that worked perfectly. And there it is, guys, all done. You know me, I had to play with the sign for a little bit, but I think it turned out great. And here it is on my dishwasher. Super simple, really quick and easy DIY. The hardest part is getting your hands dirty, painting those letters. But I think it turned out really well. If you like this project, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and drop me a comment, and let me know if you used this sign as well. What did you do to it that was different? Or what would you do with this sign differently? And this is going to be great if you have little hands in the house. They're going to enjoy turning that sign over to the clean side. It might even help inspire them to do their chores. And I'm just showing you here where I added the 2 extra magnets at the bottom. For our next project, we will be using an 11 by 14 frame from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up and take everything out, including the glass. I'll be removing the black bendy things as well using scissors. And then using this rain gray ceramic coat paint, I am going to give this frame I believe I only did 2 coats and then some touch-ups after that. But I really like this color. Now this is a placemat from Dollar Tree, and I just want that part that part that's framed, so I'm going to use a box cutter to help cut away the excess placemat. And it's still too big, so I'm going to trim it down a little more with scissors, and it's still not fitting. So what I end up doing is taking the glass from the frame, setting it over the area that I want, and then using the box cutter again to trim it down to the size that I want it to be. And now that it fits, I am going to set that aside. And I'm going to take a little bit of jute twine and use that same gray paint to give a kind of a sparse coat to the twine. I just want the twine to have more of the gray color instead of having the natural jute color. And I'm going to glue the glass back into the frame, and now I'm going to go all the way around the frame with hot glue to seal in the placemat. If you wanted to leave the black bendy things in, you could just use that to hold the placemat in place. And I'm taking one of the holders that originally came from the back of the frame, and I am going to use that right in the middle, and that's what I'm going to use to hang it on the wall. Now using hot glue, I am going to use the twine once it's dried and wrap it around the front and then glue the other side, and you want to pull it as taut as you can. And I actually use the lines on the front of the sign to help me keep the twine straight. You can see it's lined up there, and I'm just going to do the same thing 2 more times. Of course, you can add, depending on what you want to hold on this sign, you can add more string or less string. I am using this to hold my sunglasses to help keep them organized. So if you have something smaller, maybe photos, you could probably add more string or less. But this is what my sign looks like with the 3 rows of string added to it and the frame painted. I think it turned out great. Even if I just wanted to hang it up without the string, I think it still turned out super cute. And now this is the mess that is on my table when I walk in the door. Don't mind the dusty glasses. Those are ones that I don't use that often, but this is what it looks like hanging up on the sign. And now it's so much more organized. I can see what I have. I can grab the right pair that I'm looking for, and it takes the clutter right off of that table. So now I can put more decor items there, and I absolutely love it. What do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed today's projects, the dishwasher sign, which I think is adorable, and the sunglass holder. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I hope you subscribe to my growing channel. And if you know someone who's into organization and keeping things clean and tidy, please share this video with them. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.